Hello everyone, so we have a little bit of news today. See, Creative Assembly are breaking for the weekend and some of them are heading down to Gamescom. So they've said, over the next few weeks, we'll get a chance to know Boris, the Glockkin, Fanquil, and Nagash a little closer. It's the usual thing where they're going to start the marketing, where we know that next week on Tuesday, Creative Assembly will be showcasing the new endgame scenarios in one of their streams. For those at that event, you'll be able to even play Lords of the End Times, I'm assuming just the Boris build. But hey, in case you want to check it out, and there's loads of game stuff going there. I can't go this year, unfortunately. But Creative Assembly have also released some concept art. As you can see, it's been going around on this video. But I want to talk about a few things, mostly because I'm really excited for one specific, well, a lot of stuff, but one specific Lord option. For those of you who have known me for a while, you know that I played a lot of Skaven during the End Times period on the tabletop, so I'm very excited to see the Verminlords appear in-game. We've seen a good look at Screech, I think, in the trailer, but we get the look here with all the different weapon types that we're going to get, because each Verminlord is in fact very different. Well, the armor remains the same, but the helmets and the weapons change. So we've got the Deceiver, which is kind of like the Eshin style one. That one's got a Warp Stiletto and the Doomstar, so a little bit of range I can imagine there. It just makes a lot of sense to have that. The Warbringer is supposed to be more melee focused, so it's got the Doomglaive and the Punch Dagger. The Warpseer is kind of like the Ruin version, so he's got like a Scryer Orb, which is supposed to kind of work like an explosive alongside another Doomglaive, because Doomglaives are very, very common and they look very, very nice. So it's a spellcaster type, but keep in mind that all these are supposed to be very good at melee too. And then finally the Corruptor, which was my personal favorite because I used to run a lot of Pestilence themes lists. Again, taking the time here and say, Creative Assembly, please, Plagues for Skrulk, with the dual wield of Plague Reapers. Then obviously you've got the Screech Verminkin, this is Legendary Hero. Very similar in design. They're all, well, pretty much you build them all from the same box. The only difference is obviously the style of paint job, essentially. But this should be quite exciting. I'm still hoping that they're not very common and it takes a while to be able to get one. Very similar to that of how the lizard men get a Slann, or else it's just going to be a bit silly. But that's not it. I'm not sure if they mentioned it prior. At least this is full new info for me. Boneripper looks like he's going to be able to have weapon options. So warp fire projectors and warp fire braziers, which is also very cool. So you got the melee version and then you got the range version, which still do a decent amount of damage when he runs out of ammo. It's exciting. It's cool looking at concept art, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping for a bit of a mix, I guess, but I guess they want to kind of switch it up. It does very much depend. You could do one or the other on the tabletop, which obviously makes a lot of sense. Either way, I'm super pumped for Boneripper because I've got like every iteration of his model from way back in the day. I've actually just stuck the old school Fanquil, one of the very first ones, into a Dettol bath for the purpose of just repainting him. This is the great thing about these DLCs. I always get incentivized to either repaint or finally paint up something in my backlog. Not a lot of news today, which is expected. We know that we're getting like Total War Warhammer 3 news and also 40k news next week, so they're likely going to be chilling a little bit. I must say though, pretty excited overall. Like, this is nice just to see some concept art coming out again. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. I think CA works with some really talented artists, so it's good to see this coming out like more often. It's been less common since the Shadows of Change Beak drama, but it's good to see this happening. And hopefully we'll get to see a lot more concept art for 40k when that happens. But yeah, not a lot happening. It's cool. That's expected after all the news dumps that's happened. Let me know what you guys think. I'll have a link to the blog in the description below, because they posted some on the socials, but not all. And I know some people would probably want to get a good look at like the Nagash art and stuff, because it's really cool. It's really, really cool. Well, and the Glockkin art. Oh, I can't wait to play as the Glockkin. Oh, this is going to be a interesting DLC, I think. I really can't wait to just like get my teeth into it. I'll buy a good few hundred Red Bulls in advance. Have a good one, guys. See you soon.